What if Naruto had the Rinnegan, the finale? Naruto and Sasuke were stood at the gate of the Leaf Village, waiting for the two members with the highest chakra levels, Nagato and the man who calls himself Madara Uchiha. Nagato tells Naruto to come with them, if not, everyone in the village will pay the price. Sasuke immediately activates his EMS, telling Nagato that he needs to leave now, or the one who will pay the so-called price will be him and the rest of his pathetic little group. Obito, who they know as Madara, slowly claps, telling Sasuke that his eyes would be best suited in the hands of him. Naruto's face was full of rage at what he said, and tells Obito that if any of them lay a finger on a single citizen, they will all die. Kurama started flooding chakra into Naruto's Rinnegan, causing 6 tome to appear in both of his eyes. Obito notices this and thinks that maybe taking Naruto's eyes would be better than taking Nagato's. After a stare down between the two wielders of the Rinnegan, Nagato launches himself towards Naruto, trying to subdue him as quickly as possible. But when he does, Naruto activates KCM and outspeeds Nagato, punching him in the chest, causing him to spit up quite a bit of blood, feeling the strength behind that one attack. Nagato jumps back and creates a very large missile launcher from his arm, launching it straight towards Naruto, with Naruto countering with his own, causing a huge explosion. Meanwhile, Obito launched towards Sasuke, trying to take his eyes. But as his hand got within 1 meter of Sasuke, his hand gets blocked by a large purple skeletal hand. Manifesting his Susanoo, Sasuke backhands Obito through multiple trees, making Obito a little bit dazed from the force, as you would expect. Sasuke follows the clearing that he just made with Obito's face to see that no one was there. It was like he just disappeared. Sasuke turns around to go help Naruto and sees that Obito was behind Naruto, reaching a hand out ready to pull him into the Kamui dimension. Sasuke shouts out, and in the nick of time, Naruto uses Almighty Push, blasting Obito and Nagato away. Poor Nagato, he was just there. Meanwhile, in the other parts of the village, Itachi and Kakashi were easily fending off the other members of the Akatsuki. I mean, it would be quite easy for them to now, especially with Itachi's Amaterasu, which had only improved due to his EMS, and that he knows the fighting style of every member of the Akatsuki. And Kakashi's new proficiency with Genjutsu and the Sharingan, due to now having Shisuis eye and, well, 2 eyes to be fair. Sasuke makes it back to Naruto, resuming his fight with Obito, finding his Kamui ability to be the most annoying thing in the world, while Naruto continues fighting Nagato, perfectly countering each other, seeing as they were just using Rinnegan abilities. Naruto makes multiple shadow clones, who all create Rasen Shuriken, throwing them at Nagato, some of them flying straight past him, detonating behind him, covering the battlefield with massive explosions, just so that he can cover the Rasen Shuriken that was going straight for his face. Nagato sees this and lifts his hand up, ready to absorb the very large amount of chakra coming towards him. But at the very last second, the Rasen Shuriken turns into a plume of smoke, revealing Naruto, who had a very real Rasengan in his hand, planting it straight into Nagato's stomach, sending him barreling into the wall, creating a huge dent in it. Nagato pulls himself out, but by the time he landed on the floor, an avatar of Kuruma's head was in front of him, a tail beast bomb ready to launch. Naruto gives him one last chance to leave the village and never return. Nagato was about to attack again, but he needs to know why this kid who had him on the ropes, who could kill him with this one move, completely destroy his entire body, why he's given him a chance to live. But he gets his answer as he looks past everyone in front of him to see a man that was running towards them. It was Jiraiya. Then it clicked in his head. The name Naruto. It was taken from one of Jiraiya's books. This is Jiraiya's godson, so that explains his willingness to forgive. Nagato slowly stands up and tells Naruto his whole worldview of pain, and that someone needs to take it over by force in order to achieve peace, before floating into the air, channeling a huge amount of chakra. Naruto looks up, shaking in fear, knowing what Nagato was about to do. The tail beast bomb wouldn't be enough to stop him. More than likely it would just be blasted away, causing more damage to the village and people that he cares about. With no time to think, Naruto creates as many shadow clones as possible. Like, he can make 1,000 easily, so it's probably a hell of a lot more than that. And each of them jump up surrounding Nagato. As Nagato releases Almighty Push, a chorus of the same jutsu come from all of the Narutos, directed towards Nagato, trying to negate the power of Nagato's jutsu. After a little bit of a struggle, Nagato falls out of the air, bloodied and mangled, as not only was his jutsu negated, some of the Narutos got through, pushing him into the gravitational force from the other clones, essentially crushing him. With Nagato on the floor, dead, the only one left to deal with is the man who called himself Madara. As Naruto as Naruto turns round, I'm sorry, I can't read for some reason, he sees Obito disappear from view as Kakashi and Itachi run towards them, witnessing the man vanish. After seeing this, Kakashi starts shaking, seeing that ability, knowing that it's too close to his own jutsu to be a coincidence. It must be Obito. Naruto asks why Kakashi looks like that, but gets cut off as Kakashi starts running yet again, trying to stop Obito from taking Nagato's body to the Kamui dimension. But he was too slow to stop him. With no other reasoning or thought of how to deal with this, Kakashi grabs Naruto, using Kamui on his own hand, sending them both to the same dimension. They arrive just in time, as Obito had just plucked the Rinnegan out of Nagato's head, ready to put them in his own face. But, sorry, hold on. But Naruto immediately re-enters KCM and launches towards Obito, who was way too slow and caught off guard to stop Naruto ramming a huge Rasengan into him. More to the point, through him. A gruesome sight took place as Obito's entire body was ripped apart. The only parts left over was an arm, a leg, and his head, which was mostly protected by his now destroyed mask. Naruto bends down, grabbing Nagato's Rinnegan, and also plucking Obito's sharingan from his now decapitated head, noting that these eyes have caused too much trouble. He was about to crush them all, but Kakashi asked Naruto if he would give him that sharingan. This version of Obito lost all hope in this world, but I want to honour the old Obito by using his power to protect the world that he wanted. Naruto nods, quite quite happy that Kakashi would feel this way, and hands the other sharingan to Kakashi before they leave the Kamui dimension the same way they entered. After the dust settles from the battle, and all the damage is restored, Naruto meets up with his friends, and they all notice something on Naruto's forehead that you could see a tiny bit under the headband. When asked about it, Naruto removes his headband and explains that after the battle, he went to the head of the Hyuga clan and asked him to put a curse mark onto him. When asked why, Naruto explained that once he passes away, these eyes could be used to do great harm, just like Nagato's was, and Obito's. They could do great harm against those who it was meant to protect. This curse mark will make sure that the eyes are destroyed when I finally die. Kakashi smiles under his mask, telling Naruto that was a very mature and wise decision. The man who understands the burden of strength is the only man who is worthy of wielding it. Naruto smiles back, telling his sensei, "Don't worry. I'm going to create a world that will be at peace and safe long after I'm gone." Well, seeing as there isn't any more threats really until Boruto, which I'm not covering because I don't want to watch Boruto. I mean, there's Toneri, but I mean, come on. Sasuke and Naruto are both in the village, and Itachi for that matter. And Kakashi now has Obito's other Sharingan, so he could have a Susanoo. There's not really any challenge with Toneri. Not with this version of events anyway. So I'm going to end the series here. I hope you all enjoyed it, and if there's anything you would have liked to happen differently, please let me know. I might do a redo eventually of my older what ifs because I've realised my voice is really annoying. But it was even more annoying back then. It sounded like on the Broly what if, it sounded like I was depressed. But as I always ask you, like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you all later, I guess. Bye.